Roshni Technology Foundation, in association with Roshni Computer Services. A better learning future starts here.
Roshni Parikh is one of the best architects in India. She is also a qualified trainer in the field of CAD, CAM, AR, VR, IoT, BEAM, GIS. Roshni is a passion-driven academician whose career and depth of technical expertise has inspired many students globally. Roshni was visiting faculty at Vadodara Design Academy, Arvindbhai Patel Institute of Environmental Design, Shantaben Manubhai Patel School of Studies and Research in Architecture and Interior Design, and also has done many industrial projects, and designed almost more than 400 plus projects all over India. Nachiket Shah, a dynamic visionary Chief Executive Officer of Roshni Computer Services, whose commitment towards training and service has made a remarkable impact not only in Gujarat, but also in the diversified states of India. Nachiket Shah is one of the best CAD CAM-C, BEAM AR VR IoT GIS trainer in India. Also he has taught more than 5,000 plus students at a very tender age, and also helped them in getting jobs for various ITIs, diploma, degree, master students in and out India. He also is founder of Roshni Technology Foundation, founder of Saturday Evening Talk.
Roshni Technology Foundation presents Saturday Evening Talk. Saturday Evening Talk will be in hybrid mode. The physical lecture will take place at Technology Park Roshni on every Saturday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. and online sessions will be streamed on YouTube and Zoom. There will be no membership fees. Prior
Connection established.
Roshni Technology Foundation, in association with Roshni Computer Services. A better learning future starts here.
Roshni Parikh is one of the best architects in India. She is also a qualified trainer in the field of CAD, CAM, AR, VR, IoT, BEAM, GIS. Roshni is a passion-driven academician whose career and depth of technical expertise has inspired many students globally. Roshni was visiting faculty at Vadodara Design Academy, Arvindbhai Patel Institute of Environmental Design, Shantaben Manubhai Patel School of Studies and Research in Architecture and Interior Design, and also has done many industrial projects.
Hi, good evening. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Okay, thank you. So, good evening, everybody.
ओके ओके हाँ हाँ बोले हाँ हाँ
So, this is the fourth Saturday evening talk in collaboration with the Institution of Engineers, the Indian Institute of Architect, HR Milestone, Computer Society of India, Baroda IT Association, Baroda Productivity Council, and the Indian Society for Training and Development. And Roshni Technology Foundation is basically instrumental in uniting all these organizations and holding this Saturday evening talk. Today we have an excellent speaker, architect Shine Joseph. Because of his unavailability, he is going to make the presentation online. He is in Bangalore. He is by professional BR architecture, and then he did his M plan in town and country planning. He is a building information modeling specialist. So he is basically the one who basically managed the workflow of architectural design, right from concept to drawing to modeling to maybe it's an architectural, structural, maybe mechanical, electrical, plumbing, surveillance, network, whatever you talk about building, and then operating building, maintaining building, and then demolishing the building. For the entire life cycle, how exactly the building can be designed digitally. So he is basically a specialist, and we are lucky to have him today. And we have Mr. Satish Matyasekran. He is basically one of the pioneer in bringing CAD in the country. So basically, in the early days, there are only few organizations who used to have a connection with US. They used to use. So Satish Matyasekran is basically instrumental to bring this CAD technology in India. We have Mr. Uh, Keyurbai Thakkar, who is basically an ex-secretary of the institution of. We are setting up the people in the hall one. So I'll just, we have Shailesh Kumar. He is basically from National Informatics Center. We have Mr. Vishal Gajjar from Poland. We have Sunil Desai. So there are a lot of people who has joined, and there are a lot of people who are sitting in the hall one. We will wait for maybe another 2 minutes to begin with. Uh, in fact, the Zoom link which you have received, basically the same Zoom link can be used to join every Saturday. You don't have to change the link. So whether it is a subject X, Y, or Z, you can always join Saturday evening talk, and we ensure that some interesting subject will be there to entertain. So, if all one sec. Yeah. So with this, I think I request speaker to share the screen. Kirbai, do you want to share anything? We have Dhaval Shah. He is basically a very brilliant electronics engineer, and he was basically a key member of R&D division of ABB. So he is with us. So with this, I request Mr. Joseph to share his screen and begin with his presentation. Over to you. You are the co-host, and you can share your screen.
Thank you, sir. If you can close it, then I'll continue sharing. Yeah, thank you.
Recording in progress.
Should I be waiting for some more time? Deepak, sir?
Yeah, Joseph, you have about 1 hour.
Yeah, I can start, right?
Yeah, you can start straight.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for the introduction. As you know, my name is Architect Shine, and I work with the BIM. I work with the computational design. I'm also into education part of it and research. So right now, today's topic, I'll be mainly going through complete BIM or the software called ArchiCAD. I will not be explaining much about what is BIM or anything related to that, but I wanted to show you through in 1 hour what we can do, and from there I will get back to what BIM is and how it works. So that will be the workflow right now. So as practical aspect, if I say it is actually not possible to completely do a full model of a building in 1 hour, but in that 1 hour, I will try to show as much as possible so that how we will know how easy when it comes to a BIM tool that we have. So if this is a conceptual residence project, let's say this project I'm starting with that. I'll also keep the timer. Yeah, for this project, what I will be doing is I have a site which is already modeled. So this is the preliminary part of the project. Let's consider this. And to this project, I'm going to get some conceptual sketches that I have prepared. I'm going to get it into this and I'm going to convert that to a complete model. From the same model, I'll be taking some drawings. I'll be importing, exporting certain drawings and images so that we will know how easy it is to function. So this is the condition of the projects right now. And there is a small lake or a water body in the front, and then there is a site. So this is where we will be designing. So as part of the project, I'll be working with the meters unit. We can set it to any unit anytime. I have also set up the levels for this project into level 1, 2, 3, 4. That is part of the design. Also, I have developed a certain conceptual drawing for that. So that is what I am going to show it to you. So we'll
लिंबू
go
आजू बाजू टाको बर्फ नाही खाली
uh, I think someone is unmuted. Yeah. So I will.
Joseph ji, you go ahead, don't worry, I'll mute them.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. So yeah, so I'll start with the getting a drawing. So I have a couple of drawings ready. So these are some of the images that we have for level 1, 2, 3. So I'll be getting each of the drawings into each of the levels. So you can see I have got level 1 drawing here. This is a conceptual drawing, but almost up to a design that we can say. I'm going to get another drawing to level 2, and this is the image. And then I'll get one more image for level 3. As we see that this project is on a contoured site, so the project also will be shown on the basis of that. So I'll get back to level 1. So this is the floor plan that we have. So the first thing I would do is to make sure that the sketch is aligned to scale. So we will do that as part of the first process. So we will get this to scale. We'll do the same thing for others also as well. So we have a side boundary as a reference for now for this project, which I'm using as a reference, but it can be even a marked scale symbol itself. So this is up to the designer or the modeler, how they want to work with it. So I'm matching with the floor levels. And we are doing the last one. So I'll just make sure it is absolutely precise. Or even if it is a hand sketch, if we have a conceptual way of doing it, yeah, that is also fine. We can do a different way of approach. So I had a contour drawing before from this. This site was modeled with additional couple of trees. Now we are in the level 1. So as the first project starts, what I'll be doing is I'll be modeling the slabs because it is at each level. So I have made it into these levels, as you can see. So if I go to, for example, south elevation, this is how the site is currently with the levels of 1.5 meter each, and only the last floor is at a higher level for roof purposes. So yeah, so we are starting the project. I think you will have an idea. So the first thing is when I select a tool, I'll get different properties where we set up. This is the beam part starts. So I'm going for a wood floor right now as part of the model. And also I'm going to give 100 mm height and also 100 mm from the floor plan. I can also define whether it is a load bearing or non-load bearing. So I'll do that as well. So I'll start with rotated rectangle method of drafting. So yeah, we created a slab. We will also check the same thing in the 3D, and you can see there is a slab floating. Don't worry about the structural part of it because we are just initiating here. The same thing we are going to have it in level 2, and the level 2 we will have this structure. So I'm going to model that as well. So we have a room space. From the same space, I am going to add couple of geometry to this. As you can see, there is a segment here. And also there is a segment here. And also we can add another segment from here to here. So if we need any kind of references, the ArchiCAD software also lets us get that reference to work with. Now you can see it is kind of not overlapping and it is not the right reference. So reference is something that we usually need so that our model gives a precise output. So you can see something that I can now remove it. So that is also there as part of the modeling aspect. So now we have two levels. Bottom level, I'll get back to it. And also I need to, like I mentioned, there is an addition that we need to do. So we will do that as well. Yeah, so we have created two levels, and also I'll get back to the third level where it is on a higher platform. So this we can say this is like overview overlooking into the lake that we have in the front. So this structure is going to be like that. And also I'm going to remove some part of it, which is not required. That is this area, which is more like a cutout for this project. Yeah. So now we'll see what we have done so far. So we have created these couple of floor levels, and now we are getting back to modeling of the walls. So similar way how we did the slab, we will again go back to the wall and just set up the level. So right now from level 1 to level 2, we can set it up. Also the dimensions as well. We are going for a concrete block structural, but there is again a large library of material we already have and we can use that. So we'll go for a 0.15 dimension. So ArchiCAD has a magic wand tool which we can create. Otherwise, like we can just manually draft. So it's up to the designer how they want to do that. So again, there also multiple way of drafting is there. I'm going for a polygon method of drafting, and I'm using the smart detection of the software to get these dimensions correct. So I'm just making an additional element here because there is going to be a stair. And you can see I'm going to stop it here. And also additional wall would be this one, which is going to be separated, separating the space with the stair. So that part of the wall is done. We will get back to the first floor, the first level. And then here, as I mentioned, there is a tool called Magic Wand tool, which automatically detects. So when I select the boundary, it automatically gives the complete wall model for me. So if any mistake is there, again, it's up to us. We can redefine anytime. Like, for example, if something like this happens, we can just join it easily and create a model in this. So I'm going to remove this as this is not required. Also, I'm going to extend this wall till here. Also, I'm going to take this wall and this wall to be joined. So we have such all options also available. So this is also something that I'm changing in the design where I'm going to place the wall only here and keeping this part open. So we have the upper floor almost ready. So this is also, I'll just finish it. So we'll take this wall, we can extend it so that it will not have much errors happening. So we'll try to fill that as well. So yeah, so we have a set of material ready, and this also I'll be removing, and probably I'll consider this as an extended wall. This, let's say we are changing something here and there while doing the design itself. So now we'll go to the last floor, last level, what we have, which is here. And then we will finish the walls for this. So here the wall system is a little bit different. So I'll just make sure we will not make any errors in this model. So while doing this, there is also an option to refer on another floor to check whether it is correct or not. So when we turn off the layers, what we have is we have a multiple floor to explore. So I'm going to take the level 1 as a reference because that's what we have here. And you can see there is an alignment difference. So such things also is part of ArchiCAD that can easily help us do the edits. So I'm going to take this wall and attach it to here. And also I'm going to take this wall. So like I mentioned, this was a conceptual sketch of a floor plan that I had, which I was using. And from there I created this. So I'm going to continue with the wall after doing this edits. And now I have done a couple of walls and details. We will see how it has been updated in the 3D. So this is what right now what we have. So like, right, you can see this floor, these levels are attached specific to some other level, right? So we have an option to reattach to a certain floor if it is a parametric. This is what the parametric aspect of it works. So instead of level 2, I'm going connecting to level 3, and you can see all the walls has been attached to the upper level. Same thing, I can do it here as well, where these walls, which are made on level 2, I can either go for completely into this floor itself. I can take off the levels reference and then take this walls and then adjust it here as well. So here the advantage is that you either work in 2D or work in 3D, you are getting the update in the other place. So that is what one big advantage that we have it here. So let's see now, yeah, that is also updated. As you can see, there is an update has been happened. And this is what we have right now as part of the model. Now, a small update I'm going to do, instead of having this as a wooden floor, I'm going to have a reinforced structure. I can go, or even a concrete, and then I can edit directly if I need the slab thickness to go below earth. So that is also part of this that I can easily make it here. Next thing is that in ground floor, in the first bottommost level, if I say, there is a tool in ArchiCAD which is called curtain wall tool. So I'm going to take the curtain wall tool and I'm going to make that. So curtain wall tool helps us a lot in terms of making different type of facades. So we can either go for a continuous one or go for a segmented. So in the design, I'm going to take something like this. So that would be better. So yeah, we have a curtain wall. That also we can set it up. Right now I have kept it to 3 meter and we can see. And now you can see there is this site mud is coming on the top of things, right? So such things we can easily edit in ArchiCAD. Like for example, I can just select these two slabs here. So there is a tool in ArchiCAD called solid element operation. So I can keep this as operator and this as a target. So what this does is whatever happens above. So I'm using upward extrusion will be cleaned. So we will have a cleaner model with this. So this step, and then next thing, let's say I need to populate this with doors and windows. So what we can do is right now, if you see this curtain wall, it has a specific pattern. So I need to put a door on this. So instead of having this pattern, let's say if I need to have some other scheme for this. So I'm going to edit that. So I'm going to take the base one, remove it. What I'm going to do is I'm going for a 2.1 base segment, and on the top of that I'm going for a 0.8 height. So there are two panels horizontally. I'll remove one and I'm going for a 1.2 meter width panel. Also, if I want to edit the panel size and everything, I have the option for customizing each and every part of this curtain wall. So that is an additional feature that we have. And now you can see the curtain wall has been updated on the basis of how I have modeled it there. I'm going to elevate it up 0.1 because our slab is actually elevated a little bit up. So yeah, we have curtain wall also. Now, as part of the design, I have designed to have a sliding door for these two panels. So when we do that, this is one of the way of doing where we can just remove a mullion and then we can add a door completely here. So I'm going for a double sliding door. Let's say this, and then I'm going to open this as well. So you can see I have created easily a presentation, and also it is going to represent the same thing in the plan because we are using a sliding door, and you can see the representation already updated here. Some of the other thing that we have is on the upper floor, we have a couple of doors. For this room, let's assume that the door is going to be here or here. So ArchiCAD also comes with a set of doors and windows. So what I'm going to use is I'm going to take one of them and I'm going to use this. We can also select and keep some of the elements as favorite. So you can see there are some tools that are already kept as favorite. So I'm going to use a door of 0.9 by 2.1. So I'm going to use that here. Also another one here. Now this is going to be attached to this specific floor. So I'm going to use one more door, which is for toilet. I'm going for a smaller size. So I'm going to open it in this way. As you can see, I can control how it opens as well. So I need to have another door here, which is uh, folding and sliding. So that is a part of design that we have. So we will go to the library here. Like you can see, there is a large library already. In this, I'm going for a sliding and folding door, but I need a 2.5 mm width. Sorry, 2.5 meter width. This, and then I'm going to place that. Yeah, according to our sketch, it almost correct. Yeah. That's good. And then what we are going to do is we need to add a window here for toilet. So window tool is also something that ArchiCAD has similar to door, and we can customize each and every part of the window. So we can see there is a large set of windows itself. I'm going to take one of this and you can see how it is going to be in the elevation. I am going to change that to a sash, vent sash. So this is going to be like this. Height, I'm going to elevate it. Instead of 1.5, I'm going for 0.8 height and also 0.5 width. It's just a random size I'm taking. I'm going to place the windows, ventilation windows somewhere here. And I'm going to add one more window here, which is going to be near my study. So like I say, all the tools, all the elements are already built in into the tool. So I don't have to like spend so much of time figuring out which one I should use or how it is. So I'm going for a sliding window here, 4-panel sliding window. And yeah, I have added that also. I'm just clearing my model here and there. You can see I had made a small mistake, and these things now it is going to update also in the 3D. That is the main advantage here. Like how we do in 2D softwares where we do something in the plan and then we forgot to do it in the 3D. Such mistakes will not happen here. So that is a great advantage that we have. So I'm also going to stretch it to this. I'll just save the file. And yeah, here in the same way, what we have is we have this wall stretching till here. It's because we are going to put a roof on the top and have a cutout that is going to happen in this area. So we have that as well right now. I think there is a slant. So again, ArchiCAD comes with a lot of other tools, like you can use this guidelines which can be used so that there won't be any errors. So, I mean, there are so many options when we talk about what ArchiCAD has. So that is also there. So for this room, right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give a window, which is going to be for sliding. And if you see that like this is not enough, we need to stretch it, you can do that also. So it is going to help us making this. So yeah, we have created a window there. And also I'm going to create a window here, but instead of 4 sliding, let's say if I want to go for a 3 sliding, I can just take that and I'm going to place it here. Yeah. So one more thing that is part of the design is that I have placed the door here because I want to access to this balcony, which is also part of the design. So I'm going to go for a hinge door. I can search for a door type that I wanted, and you can see I'm getting the preview here. You can set almost all part of a door completely here. So that is one great advantage. So what I'm going to do is there is a casing that is happening outside. For this door, I'm deciding I don't want to have a casing. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to place the door here, which opens inside. So yeah, so this is what we have right now with a couple of details. So I'm getting back to level 1. We'll go to the 3D and see what all we have done so far. So you can see that the doors are there, windows are there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift all the doors 0.1 because like I mentioned, the slab is going above. And you can see this is what we have created. Don't worry about this. We'll be adding beams and everything as part of the structural aspect later in the project. And also we have added windows and doors here. Yes. So yeah, we have almost major part is done. Now we are going little more specific into adding a certain structural element. One of them is having a stair. So as part of the design, I have a stair that is 1.27 and it is starting from this floor, which is going to level 3. So stair tool is something that ArchiCAD that I like the most because it does not waste my time when I do the modeling. It does the calculation for me. So that is a main advantage. Here there are certain rules which is made for creating good staircase, if I say, because it is using a minimum maximum size of stairs and everything. What we do practically is that we customize it. In some of the building we can see because of that the rises are very high and the thread is very small, so such things won't happen when you set up a rule like this. So I'm going for level 1 to level 3, and you can see it is going to do the calculation automatically. For this I'm going to give 0.1 offset from floor for upper floor and bottom floor. I'm going for 1.27 if I'm correct, that is a width, and you can see automatically 20 steps and 15 rises. So we'll try to go with this and later we'll try to adjust how it goes. Let's see. And now we have the stair ready. So I'm going to start from here. And you can see I can have two methods. I can start from base to top or top to bottom. So there are two methods of doing this. So what I'll do is forgive me, there is a small delay. Yeah. So I'm going to draw it from here and let's see how it is. So actually it's supposed to be from this side. I mean, we can change the point anytime. There is no issue. And you can see without landing, if I need to create, actually I need to remove two more stairs. So what I'm going to do is instead of 20, I'm going for 18. So I'm going to stop it here. And then I'm going to add a landing from here to here and then continue with the flight. So you can see that one stair with the numbers and everything is added. Once we remove the image from the background, I think it will be easy. Now you can see I just deleted the image, but I'll get it back. So we have a guideline here which is disturbing us. We'll take it out. It's not required. Yeah, so that is we have right now an element here, and I'm going to make this as well as part of the model. So like I'm drawing on the top. Why? Because I have decided to cut this instead of doing that. So if you want to do such kind of activities, that is also possible. We just have to define which axis. Now we have two different walls in this. Also, there is a stair which is going up. So I'll take the stair tool. Also, I need to define what actually this dimension is. So I'm going to check that as well. So it is 1.82 width, and it is going to start from level 1 to level 2. And I'm going for adjusting the height 1.82, sorry, 1.82. We'll confirm it, yeah. So 1.8, yes. So when I draw, you can see it is coming on the other side and it is from the top, but I want it the other way from bottom to top. So this time I'm changing that aspect. Let's say when I'm starting from here, stair is happening on this side. But if I want to flip, again, that is also option. Like I mentioned, these are the things that we can edit. So here it is going for 10 step to climb to that level. Let's say if I'm, let's see it there and let's try to edit it in 3D also. That is also how we will try to change this. So let's check that what we have done. So here you can see we have created a straight flight with there is actually two landing happened, which we will edit it anyway later. And here there is an additional stair that is happening, which is connecting. But in this design, like let's imagine I am deciding to, instead of 10 numbers, I'm going for 8 numbers. You can see it updates and corrects the model accordingly. And we'll get back to the floor plan. So how it is to create models and designs easily. So we are going to just edit this also, just in case we will not run any errors here. But yeah, we are avoiding as much as possible because we are working with a time limit. Yes. So this will be a shorter and better stair that we have. So you can see. Now, as part of the design, let's say I don't want this wall to be straight. I want it to be cut and I want it to be two pieces where that is something that is part of the design. We can do that. So like, let's say, so most of the design that we do, it comes when we see things in 3D and then we decide, okay, this is not the right, I can do something else instead. So we can do that. So I'm going to reduce this and you can see, yeah, it looks much better. So yeah, that we have done. Also, as part of the design, I don't want a big, huge wall. I have a water body on the side. I don't want it to be like this. I want to be much better. I want to have a circular opening instead. So that is also something that we can have. So I'm going for a 1 meter diameter radius, sorry, 1 meter diameter circle, and I'm going to place two of them. So I can place and then I can make a copy and place also is fine. So I found that this is small, so I'm going for 1.5 meter. Yeah, and you can see it looks much better than that, the previous design. So as part of the major structure, sorry, major frame of the building is kind of done. So what we will do is we will start with the roof. So for this part, I'm going to decide to have a roof that is on sloping towards two side. So we are going for roof tool in ArchiCAD. There is also something that does the calculation by itself. So I'll go for two side sloping itself, and then I'll take rotated rectangle method. So I'm going to take this as the reference to create that. And you can see it automatically created a roof in plan. You will be able to see right now. Let us go to 3D and see how it is. So I have done for the projected part. And yeah, you can see I have created a pretty looking roof. I mean, we can adjust the slope and everything. Right now it is going for a 30 degree. If I wanted to have a 27, that would be better, I feel. So yeah, I have changed the angle as well. But this seems pretty simple. So we will go for one more of the same for the level one. And then we are going to adjust and create a complex roof for this. So here for this room, I need to see the reference which is on the top. So I'm going to refer the third floor, and you can see right now, I can see the third floor easily here. So the reference I'll be taking will be from here. Okay, let's take it from here. And I'm going to use this as a reference here. Or I can even take this also part of it and create the model. So that is also an option that we have. So it depends on us how we want to do that. So it's part of the design. So we can improve it anytime. So I'm going to place it. It is telling me that it's on the top of this floor. So yeah, we'll be able to see a roof. Right now it is using this, but I think it would be better to have the roof on the other direction instead of this. So let's have the roof removed. But I think you're getting the idea of how we are getting into the design, nitty-gritty of this design and how easily we can edit it. So I'll go back to the same method. I'm taking a couple of reference lines so that it will not make any errors. So yeah, so I'm going to place it till here, continue, and then let's see in 3D how it is. Yes, we have created the roof. As you can see, it is a bit high. What I'm going to do is instead of keeping the editing the curtain wall, I'm going to elevate this. I mean, we can do the other way also. We can remove this and move it down. So I'm going for lifting it up to 3 meter, and you can see now there is an update here. And you can see there is a projection here, which if we don't want, we can edit that as well in the plan. So when we have the reference of this model, so we can see it's not on this floor. Right now it is on the above floor. It is formed. So I'm going to remove this and keep it to that line so that you can see it won't do any overlap there. So now this wall, as you can see, part of the design, it's not right to have it. So we need to have another wall here. So you can either stretch the wall or create a new wall altogether on the top. So there are different way and multiple ways of achieving the same goal. So that is something that we have it here. So we can see that has been created. I'm not going to close this right now. Let's see what we can do as part of the design. Now, the most important thing is that when we work with a complex roof, for example, for this, if I need to build a sloping roof, it is going to be really difficult to model a roof for such kind of shapes. So what we are going to do is we are going to make it a little bit easier and not so complex. So what we will do is we will not waste our time making the calculation. We'll let the software decide how it is. So we are going for a complex one. And I'm going to just draw the profile of the roof. So it goes here, 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 and it's a small piece. And then I'm going to take it till here. So we need to do a little bit of adjustment for the roof. And I'll get back to the first point. Now it has created a roof. I think you'll be wondering how it is going to look in practical. So let's see. So yeah, you can see we have created a roof here, which is complex. So what I'm going to do right now is, like the previous design, I'm going to lift it up to 3 meter. Right now it is at 2 meter. And also see it is actually a wall is going up. So such things, the software is intelligent to detect these things, differences. So what I will be doing is I'll just taking the wall, which are actually projecting up in this place. And I'll take this wall also. And along with that, I'll select the roof. So there is a tool specifically to trim. So what it does is it detect the wall which is there inside this, and it does the trimming by itself. So we have such options when it comes to ArchiCAD workflow. So I'm going to add another wall here. As you can see, it's taken from a very basic image, and there is a time limit. I'm just not focusing on the precision of it, but we can like edit and change anytime. Like I'm considering that this is a conceptual stage of this project. And right now, all these changes, we can easily get it back and just adjust it. So this is going up. So I need to fit it to this. So when we speak about any of these softwares, one of the things that you should know is that there is a language called parametric language where it understands where it is linking to. So the software is knowing that part of it. So like you can see in this area, there is no roof. So if I need to add that, there is also option to do that. So when we have this plus symbol similar to how we saw it for that. So I'm going to take this part of the roof, and you can see in plan and also in the 3D it is going to be updated. So we can do that. So right now I'm not going to keep it. We can do however we want to have. Even if you want a slope, flat roof, we can do that. So this is what we have created so far. As part of the design, this is an open area. So I'm going to take these two walls and keep the wall height only till the level 2. And this wall, I'm going to take it only till here. And you can see I've created a little bit of details here. Yeah, so when it comes to adding furnitures and details, so that is something that is going to give life to our drawings or life to our design. So right now I have decided a kitchen to have a cooktop and a sink and tall cabinet and a fridge. So this is the pattern that I'm going to use. This is very small space. I'm going to take it a little bit this side. I'm going to improve the design over the period of time. So the first object that I'll be using is kitchen object. So you can see there is a large library, like I mentioned before. So there is for furnishing, windows, building structures, under furnishing also, appliances, bathroom accessories, beds, cabinets, chairs. The library is huge. I don't have to worry about whether an item is there or not because it's already there, most of the things that we have. So if I go for just kitchen, things related to kitchen, I'll get it directly here. So I'm going for a kitchen layout. I'm going for a U shape. Yeah, I'm going for a U shape. And here I can set up certain dimensions, like this is right now 2 feet high, 0.6 meter. Instead of that, let's say if I need to have a different dimension, I can set it up. So I need a one tall cabinet and one wall cabinet. So multiple properties they have. So I'm going to avoid dishwashers, washers, and ovens and such kind of details. So I can remove those. Once it is done, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give OK, and then I'm going to place it randomly. And you can see it comes with this. So I'm going to place it here. So I'm going to do a little bit of adjustments here and there. So I need it from this element. And this is going to be somewhere here. Yeah, this is going to be good. And then I'm taking this. So this is what you are seeing is a wall cabinet. So I'm running it all around. I'm going to stop it here. So this was our tall cabinet. So I'll place it somewhere here. Right now, I'm not worried about the position. I'll approximately keep it so that we can showcase how it is coming. And then I have a refrigerator. So refrigerator right now is using a specific standard. So I'm going to readjust. So this parametric property is that I can easily adjust. So that is something that you have to observe when I'm doing it here. So the cooktop, according to the design, it is here. And also there is a sink which is going to come here. So right now this does not have any windows. So I think adding a window would be good for this location. Now we'll do the edits in 3D because we'll be able to see much better there. So let's see what window we have placed. So here I'm using asymmetric window itself. So this is how it is right now. But if I wanted to have an symmetric or uniform character, it is going to take place according to how we design. So like I mentioned, the parametric aspect, it's in your hand. So we can easily do that. So right now, if I go for a mirrored one, it is going to be mirrored for the first element. So the same thing is going to reflect, and you can see it has been updated here immediately. I'm going to the 3D and I'm going to see where it is. So right now it is placed a little bit up because we have connected to a different floor. So that's what I was talking about the parametric character. We need to define exactly where it is supposed to be. So if this floor is supposed to be at level 1, mention it level 1. And if it has a specific height for it, so you mentioned that. So I think it went a bit low. It should be. We'll edit it directly here. And 0.1 now. So yeah, we have added it there. So there is no issues. Yes. And then there is a wall cabinet coming here. So I'm not looking for a really tall window. I'm just looking for a small window, which is going to just help us glimpse of outside how we have it. So yeah, we have that as well. So this is what we have created. Right now, there is a hood that is going up. If we don't need that also, we can remove. So I won't be spending much time on this particular topic. So it's like the parametric aspect of it, like you mentioned, I'm controlling that in however I wanted. Similar way, if I'm going for a dining table, so I'm going for a dining table, so I can decide whether I want it on both the sides or not. So I'm going to place it. I'm going to take it from here, adjust it to this. And you can see it's already a 6-seater. So if I stretch it, it will do the calculation by itself. And depending on the space availability, it will give you how much of seater you can give for this. Similar to that, we have a sofa set we are going to add here. So we will search for sofa. And then in this, like you can see, we can set up, take a sofa model. And I'm going to place this. So I'll give 0.1. And also for this, it has been elevated little extra. So I'm going to rotate this 180 degree. And then I'll place it here. Also, I'm going to place another one here. Like I mentioned about the parametric character, if I make it small, yeah, right now we have it. We are going to go for a coffee table. So let's see, you can see there are multiple models already there. I'm just going to take one of this and then make sure it is on the right level. And then we are going to place, yes, we have 0.85 by 0.85. But anyway, you can edit it, we can edit it and we can update it at any stage of this. Also, I'm going for sofa, single seater this time. Let's say in the library, yeah, something like this I'll use. Yeah, this would be much better. So don't worry about the appearance or material or anything. That is also something that we will be looking at later. So there is a TV cabinet. So that is also will be there in the object library. Just that like you can either go for object which is already here, or we have also option to import, export files from other file formats also, whichever is available for us. So we can take any method to solve our issues. So I'll get back to the 3D. So we have you can see we have a kitchen area. So and we have a dining and a living and a TV cabinet. Yeah, I think we should put a TV also for it to look a little bit better. So we'll go for a TV and we need a wall mount. So yeah, we have the option of selecting that also. So I'm going to place it, but instead of 0.1, I'm going for 0.5 or 1.5 meter up from the ground. Or from the floor level. So I'm going to do that. I'll rotate it, align to the wall in 3D. Now you can see. So it's a pretty small TV. I think we should go for a bigger TV. So yeah, you can see the parametric aspect of it. So it's using 16:9 frame width. If I need to have a pro specific width, like if I'm going for a 5 feet TV or 60-inch TV, so we can do that according to how we want it. So I'm going for 1.5 meter, little bigger TV. I mean, I can edit it in 3D also. I can assign it like depending on how it is, or depending to the model. Yeah, it's in our hand. We can just do it on the basis of axis. Right now, because our building has a slant, I think it is better to move it in plan itself. We'll go to the next level where we have a bed. So we'll populate that also first, because we are almost 18 minutes more we have it. So we will go with the bed, and we'll go with a bed that has a side table. I think something like this would be better. So I'll go for adding certain details. So I'll add a pillow. I'll control the headboard to be something like this. And once I place it, I can just arrange where I want it. And you can see I have a bed. I mean, I can adjust the size on anything, that is, there is no issue for that. So I'll keep it to that. So now I'll go for a study table. So we'll go for a desk. And then we'll take this. We'll not worry for a chair. Okay, if we want to, we can do that. We can set up what type of shape we want. So we'll get a model like this. And if you don't want the front panels or anything, we have option to remove that. And we are immediately getting the result. So this helps us do the model and documentation detail. As you can see, when I'm doing the model, I'm getting the 2D, I'm getting the 3D and all the details directly. So that is a main advantage. I'm going to put the chair little inside so that it will be safe for the person to walk. Also, I'll add a wardrobe. So there is again a large library of wardrobe here. Okay, typed wrong. Yeah, so in this, you can select something. Okay, I'm going for it, taking something like this. I'll place this. And what I'll do is just rotate it. And then I'm going to place it here. So we are almost done with our furnitures. So we have something like shower. So we can either go for a shower and then select the type that we are looking for. So you can see it gives a preview of what we are trying to do. So we have this. So this is something I'll be using. And then I'll be placing this. Again, it comes with the pipe junction positions, so we can easily do the plumbing drawings also directly here. Like you can see, this is where the connection is. But if I want the connection to be somewhere on this side, and you can see it automatically adjusted that aspect of it. So it helps us. So if you're telling like, no, this pipe has to come out, I can just take the pipe outside easily and start doing the MEP model as well. So to finish that, we will get some additional details like WC. WC is also something that is really nice to edit. You can go for a floor mount or a wall mount. You can control what type of flush that you're looking for. It automatically gives you the update. So this is also an MEP element. You can I'm not worried about the technical aspect of this toilet, as you know, there will be a lot of issues if the model is not right or things like that. But that is not I'm worried. I mean, focusing on right now, I'm trying to create a model and show you how easily we can get the data. So I'm going for this, small changes here and there. Yeah, so now it is a clean finish there. And yeah, so this part is also done. So here you can see there is a little different type of stair that we have it. So I'm going to go to 3D and check how much of height which is there in that place. And then we'll try to create a stair specific to that height. So right now it is going a bit up. So it's almost 1.2 meter. So yeah, so like I mentioned, it is like really easy to create even a weird shaped staircase. So what I'll do is I'm going for a flexible height or not linked. Yeah. So I'm going for 1.2 meter, and then width, I think I should go for 1.2. Yeah, let's see with the 1.2. I'm going for top to bottom this time because it is easy for me to draft from here to outside. And I need to change the direction. And yeah, so now I have a stair. So you can see I created a stair. Now I am changing the profile to adjust how it is, because as part of the site, there were contours that was making some issues. And you can see even the profile could be adjusted easily. So if I get back to 3D, I may have to adjust the height, but yeah. So you can see it is right now merging with the site. So there was a little bit of height that I was supposed to make. So yes, so we have the stair that is coming. Again, you can make it curvilinear, you can make it much more fancy and do it easily. And you can see there is also numbering, and then what is the riser height and everything is already done for you. So we have this floor as well. So on the topmost floor, we have only 2, 3 furnitures. We'll finish that as well. So I'll take the tool here. And then in this, I'm going to type for again sofa. Again, copy from the previous one and take, but here I'm going for a sofa set itself. So there is sofa layout where I'm going to avoid, okay, I'm going to keep it on one side, but not on this side. So something like this, it comes with a table as well. So you can see, this is how it is. There is a little bit of rotation required. Yeah, good. So yeah, that is also something we have. We have doors, windows, and everything. If I want it, I can just add a window here as well, so that the house let it breathe. So yeah, we have almost everything done in terms of our model. Only thing is the structural aspect of it. There is possibility of importing a structural detail. Otherwise, we can completely create. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a column. So what I'll do is I go to the column tool in the settings. So right now, this is something that I'm going to look at. Instead of a simple column, I need a base that is like standing in the ground. I mean, it's just for the project I'm just doing. And on the top of that, I'm using an I section. So I'm using a flexible height right now. So this is what you're seeing. So base is a RCC material. What we have is the base. We'll take it as a rectangular, and I'm going for a reinforced structural. So you can see base is a reinforced structural. You can add the plate and all the detail here, but I'm not going completely into this. So this is a specific cross section, which can be again customized and detailed. I'm going to give a load bearing as a structural property detail. And I'm going to add this in this level itself because I need to support those two part of the building. I'll add 4 columns probably there, but I need a reference of level 2 or level 3. Level 3 would be better. We can see easily here. So you can see that there is a projection of a wall. So this is where it would be preferably to add. So I'll take the column here, and you can see it comes with all these details. So I'm going to take it to this, and I'll take it, give it a rotation. And you can see the column is right now sitting. Don't worry about the sizes or everything. We can customize even this aspect of it, like you mentioned. In this, we have the option of going through each and every detail of it. Like it is using an I section of specific detail. Again, we can do that. So I'm using one here. I'll also add another one. As you can see, I'm looking at the reference of what is there below and working with the same. So I'm going to make 2 more. I'll take from here and I'll place it somewhere here. Or let's say I need to multiply. So I'm going for distribute option. I'm going to have two copies of this. So when I start from this to this, it is automatically distributing between these two elements. So I'm going to keep it somewhere here. Now, if I get back to 3D, so this is what we have. We have a couple of structures here. So now either in 3D or 2D, like if we have a structural engineer, always better, we can do the customization, and we can see starts to form how the building is going to function. So this is the column part of it. If you want to specifically look into the beam aspect of it, that is also possible. When we have the column, we can again go for a beam. We can customize if your I section or a complete different item itself. We can do that also. So I'm going for this. I don't want the reference. So I'm pushing the reference back. So I'm going to take it here. And I'm going to take another one to this. And it's equal. You can also multiply like the first method that I used. It's up to us how we want to do that. It will help us accordingly. So I'm going to place here and here two members. I'm going to take this. Just keep one here and one more here. So I won't be going much about it. There is a different model similar to this project that has been done. I think it will be easy for me to show directly here. So like you are seeing, it is more or like a plinth beam that we have created. So I'm going to elevate it to somewhere. I'm sorry, there is a elevate it to somewhere here. And also we can keep it a copy here. So it is going to support. So similar to that, we can again easily do a complete modeling of the same. So like you are seeing this column beam structure with segment wise, if I want to work, and that is also possible. So all the columns in this project is already assigned as a load bearing member, like you can see. Also, all the beam are also specified as load bearing. If it is not there, we can also do that. This roof needs to be load bearing. So that is also something that we have to assign. So like here it is, like you can see, it is a load bearing member. There is also option to add additional detail. So far what you're seeing is a complete model with even detailing the structure, detailing the architectural interior part of it. Now let's say making couple of drawings of this. So when we have a project where with multiple floors are already created, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to
Joseph, I'd like to interrupt you. See, basically, so far, what he did was, see, basically, what has happened in order to do things faster rather than getting into redrawing it, he has taken a raster image of some plant. And on that raster image, he built the 2D. And you think that he is building a 2D, it is creating 3D along with it. And placing furniture or kitchen component or maybe your WC, everything is just parametric and you have to just place, stretch and fit it into the available space.
Yes.
So this is quite easy, and I think after creating the building, he added the structure component also. Now, basically, what happens that the 3D model doesn't work. Basically, what you require is basically a drawing to be issued to the site people to work on it. Now, what he is going to do is another 5 minutes. Just wait. He will create the drawing, and there are people who are basically asking questions that how will I learn? So basically, we'll tell Joseph to share some material so that I can share that material to you. You can look at it and learn it out. This software is easy. It is just stretch and pick and place kind of environment. So if you understand the architecture, if you understand how building is being designed and built, working on this software and creating model and drawing is not a big problem. So wait for another 5 minutes and have a look how drawings are created. You finish it off quickly. We'll leave maybe another 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So we have some element of things already prepared. Like you can see, there is a ground floor drawing. And one of the thing is, as part of documentation, I'll add the levels as well. So I'm just taking the level tools and I'm just going to click. It is telling me it is plus 1.6 from the reference. So our reference is the water level, which is 0. and then it is going. So if we want to check that, so here I'll just explain. So if I just click on here, it is asking me here, it is minus 0.2, this is 0.1, so 0.4, 0.7. So the contours are climbing up. So I'm just clicking on it and it is giving me the volume back. And this is the water area that we have. So from that reference, we have prepared the model. So when I clicked here, I'm automatically getting the height. So let's consider the same thing for here. So you can see that this is 3.1 meter from the base. Also, if you want to specify the roof height also, that is also possible. We can do that. As part of the documentation, what I'll do is one automatic dimensioning only for this wall. So I'm going to select all the walls here, specifically just only the wall for now. And there are different method of doing. So all these walls is what I'm going to use it for documentation. So I will take annotation. There is automatic dimensioning. I will use the exterior dimension. I'll place it on all four side and I'm going to take it aligned to this axis because it will be easy for me to get the dimensions here. And you can see it gives almost all the dimensions here. So that is one way of doing it. I think it would be better to show it for a smaller scale of space like this would be much efficient to show it. I'll just take the walls of this. So when we have so many elements here and if you want to focus on walls, like there is, again, there are different method of doing that also. So I'll just take all the walls here in this area. And now document there is automatic dimensioning, exterior dimension. And then, yeah, similar to what I did, I can just place it and it is going to give it in that dimension what I'm going to give. So I can specify these dimensions in detail. Labelings also it will do by itself. So only for this one, all the columns I'm going to just label it. So I can just take all the columns in this project. I can do the labeling also, selected elements. So each of this column has an ID. That is what you are seeing here. If I change the ID of that column to something else, so if I put it like Z1, it is going to be C1. So that is what we have. So we have created set of floor plans. So let's not focus on how good it is because we can still improvise the drawings and how we want it. I'm just going to drag and drop into this in this place. What it is going to do is it is going to create certain drawings for me. So either we can just create a folder and then within that folder, we can just give floor plans or something like that. And then in this, we can have place drawing option. So when we do that, all these drawings are going to place into this folder as a drawing with a master layout. So you can see this is one floor plan. Only thing I have to do is just adjust the limits of the view. So like it can be, you can also refer to almost all the CAD drawings that we have. So we can see it is adjusting to that. So there is already this floor plan. There is another floor plan here. You can rotate it, you can adjust it, you can make it much efficient drawing here. So it's up to us to create how the drawing want. If you want multiple drawings in the same page, you can just drag and drop like that. So I'll be focusing only on the floor plan here. And what I'll be doing is I'll show you an additional feature of it, which is auto text. So right now, if you see this here, it is showing me certain details like contact detail, project detail, and everything. So similar to that, we had already named this drawing as level 1. So it is telling me that the drawing name is level 1. Also, there is a date, which is an auto text here. So what I'll do is I'm going to keep a date here and keep it as an auto text. Instead of me typing the date, I will just go for the auto text option and select what I want. There are so many things that you can do auto text, including the properties of it. And you can see it is showing me today's date as the auto text. So I don't have to again go back to every sheet and do that. So that is one advantage. Now any sheet you go, it is going to show that. Also, you can see that there is a scale 1:100. That is what the scale it is doing for this. If I'm changing this to something like 1:200, now the auto text is going to update for me that this is 1:200. So it is an automatic thing. I'll just show you like one more thing, that is the section aspect of it. I just turn on the section. So the reference, I'll take the section tool. So I'm deciding to take the section through this stair so that it will look a little better. I look outside to this side. So if I just take that, it is already named as S1 for me and it is already there in the drawing. So if you see there are so many drawings here, one of them is sections itself. So if I go to the section, this is what we have. and you can see it is cutting through certain elements. So we can limit it, what all you want to see. We can turn on and turn off all the things that you don't want to see and things like that. And it keeps getting improved. So you can see now I turned on the site layer. So in section now we can see there are some mistakes. So this is supposed to be down. So when I stretch it down, it automatically goes down and the column remains the same. So now work is getting really easier. So sorry for that. So it is getting like, I don't have to now worry about whether I'll make a mistake or not. So I'm going to see it in either 2D, either 3D, anywhere, wherever I want, I can see the details. So you can see even the open doors and the trees which is happening in front. If I need to just focus on the aesthetic part of it, for example, if I need to see the texture of it as well, I can just change that, add a shadow, and that's it. It is going to be a much better section in terms of a presentation aspect. So right now it is generating the section. So like, I think you're understanding how easily we are taking that. So we can see even the texture and everything changing. Let's say this wall suddenly decided to, instead of concrete block, going for a brick wall. So we can easily get a brick wall and we'll get back the texture in 3D, in 2D, and anywhere we are doing. So this is what we changed in the 3D. So we got the same element here. So the detailing can be of any scale. So this is how easily we can create any type of drawing for our work. Additional feature is that whenever we do any type of this drawing, the software automatically generates the BOQ, not BOQ in terms of schedules. So there is a separate section itself for ArchiCAD called schedules. So there is element schedule. So I'm going for wall schedule just to showcase how it generates. So right now it was a fresh model I had just added. So in this right now you can see all the IDs of the wall, all the how it looks, what is the material, what is the height, thickness, area, volume, perimeter. You have all the properties. Now some of the properties, let's say I don't want to have this. So I can just easily remove the things that is not required. I can only focus on certain properties. So now you will be able to see improvised one. So if I'm going for this, now each category is changed. Let's say I have decided I don't want to focus on the element ID at all. Once I remove that, now it will focus on only the material type and the type. So there is one brick wall, you can see 2.5-meter height, thickness is this much, area is this much, volume is this much, concrete blocks are here, which is also giving me the property of how much it is. So I mean, what I'm saying is that you're getting the property. If I go for a door schedule, I'm getting the door schedule by default. So you have everything here. So you can see all the door types used, including its size, numbers, and everything. It is here. You can rearrange, re-edit how we want it. You can do calculations here. You can do add any type of properties.
Joseph.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
this is also
So thank you. So this product basically helps you. See, basically the only thing which he has created was the site. And from scratch, he created a building, he created a wall, he created a roof, he created a railing, he put structure component, he put interior component into the drawing room, maybe kitchen, WC, everywhere. And you see that almost it is less than 1 hour time. He created the building, and this basically tells you that how many walls. Probably you can calculate the number of bricks. The moment you increase the size of the window, your wall size reduces and the number of bricks required reduces. It basically can calculate the floor tiles required each floor. So when you get the tiles, you can put the number of tiles floor wise. That on first floor, I require so many tiles, second floor, so many, third floor, so many. Same way, the doors and windows, it tells you about the floor wise. So how many doors, how many windows require on each floor. So bill of material is beautiful. The drawing creation is beautiful, and probably you can export this drawing to AutoCAD and do further detailing into it. There are some people who has a question that you are slightly quick, and I understand that the task given was to complete it in 1 hour. So that was basically the time constraint. And instead of he spending time in explaining you, he did it. So what we will do is that we will share this recording. You can have a look at this recording, and even though he has not mentioned, you will be able to see from the screen that which icon what he is clicking. Okay, so you should be able to learn, and I'll make sure you just send a mail to me. What I'll do is that I'll share you the tutorial kind of things, so maybe a scripted tutorial if there are any. So he will share those things and we will share those tutorials to you so that you can learn the software on your own. The beauty of this software is that this software available in a perpetual license, and it doesn't cost you every year. I think that I request Satish Mathasekharan to speak for about 2 minutes, and then we will conclude the session. Any questions you have?
Yeah, I hope people can actually ask the questions and we are here to answer those questions. My name is Satish Mathasekharan and I head the sales for Cosmic Star Technologies in Bangalore. And thank you very much, Shine, for your presentation. Really well done within the 1 hour time period what is given to us. First of all, I would like to thank Deepak Shah for providing us this opportunity to showcase ArchiCAD to the vast variety of people. I hope a lot of students and then
Yeah, so there are people.
stalwarts in architecture, and all the association heads also were there. So I really thank from bottom of my heart that for giving us this opportunity to showcase this. Parallelly, we will work with Roshni Computers, Deepak Shah sir, to see how best we can take this for doing trainings for the students in Vadodara, and also to see how best we can implement this software in the architectural community also. So this software actually comes from a company called as Graphisoft, and they launched this product in the year 1984, which is almost more than 40 years. In the last 40 years, ArchiCAD has been developed year on year by providing a lot of functionalities into this. The BIM, actually the word called as BIM, Building Information Modeling, was actually started with ArchiCAD because ArchiCAD, when they got introduced in 1984, they actually came out with the concept called as virtual building, which is what is currently known as in digital terms called as digital twin. So you create a model of your entire real house or your real building in a digital format where it is completely remains in a digital format. So providing all the information to the building, which provides much easier for any person, whether it is the owner of the building or even the facilities or maintaining organization or an architecture or a structural or an MEP consultant, or even a layman like us can also use that building information model to take care of the entire building life cycle management. So that is the most important effective way. If you look at in the world, there are only a few authoring tools. We call it as authoring tools, means you create models. The creating model software is currently, if you look at the BIM solution, there's only 3 softwares out there. One is ArchiCAD, which is 40 years old. Then Revit software, which is from Autodesk, which is around 20 years old, which is also equally very strong, software which has got developed in the recent years of 20 years. And we also have the third software called Vectorworks. So when you look at any creation software, these are the 3 softwares which is available. We may consider SketchUp or AutoCAD as a creating software where it also provides us the opportunity of creating drawings and also the 3D models in SketchUp, but they are not a parametric tool. They are not a BIM tool. As such, it cannot help you in creating a tool which is an intelligent model, which is intelligent for you to utilize for your BIM. So we will be very happy if you have any questions so that we can help you out. We can talk for hours together.
Satishji, there are people who are basically looking for a. See, this was basically a glimpse in 1 hour that what the software can do. And probably in this 1 hour, people are not able to see. People understand that the software can do a lot of things, but they themselves want to do things out of it. So maybe what we can do is that maybe down the line, we can have a little longer session and a workshop where people could learn the software. Okay, so that we will do it with the help of Architectural Association or Institute of Engineers. So that we can help engineers. We'll deploy maybe licensing onto few machines, maybe 3 to 4 hour session. Yes, people can learn things better.
Yes, absolutely, we'll do that. You
Yeah.
can also join us. We will be putting the entire training things in our YouTube channel also. Our YouTube channel is already up, and we will be slowly putting the training sessions into the YouTube with the help of Deepak sir also. So you can join us in our YouTube, and Deepak sir will help you in sharing the recording to you. You can go through it. If you have any doubts, you can actually ask Deepak sir. So we will do some more sessions with Deepak sir on this moving forward, so that we can help you to learn the software in a much easier way.
Okay, with this, I think we have overshooted the time. There are
Yes.
people who are waiting in the hall to leave.
Yeah.
So, thank you very much for being with us. And though it is a Saturday, which is a non-working time, and that too Saturday evening, I understand and I appreciate your gesture and affinity for Roshni Technology Foundation and being with us. It was a wonderful session, and I believe that people have got the insight of software architect, and in time to come, they will learn many things out of it. So, thank you, Joseph. Thank you,
Thank you.
Satish, for being with us and giving a wonderful session. And thank you all the participants for being with us. And we definitely thanks all the 7 organizations who are basically helping us in promoting this particular program. Thank you very much. And with this, I end this session. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Recording stopped.